Welcome to another episode of the Brother Son Anime Talk. This is Tyler. I have my bros D and Carl. I'm gonna let them drop their Twitch real quick.
I'm Carl, aka Pup_TG on Twitch and Twitter. Good to see y'all again.
Like I said, going by Trey, aka Love It Man.
Love it, man.
Let's get this thing rolling.
All right. So, starting off, we're gonna bring up the question we have for y'all. Please comment down below what your favorite jutsu from Naruto is. This is a big one for us. We got some heavy Naruto fans on this pod. If you didn't already know, Naruto is a deep, profound love for a lot of anime fans out there, and we deeply care about it. I'm gonna start us off. I'm not gonna lie. The first two thoughts. Number one, I'm not gonna lie, Flying Raijin. Flying Raijin to me would be so cool to have, just because like, teleport. Anywho, the other one, I know you're gonna laugh. I know you're gonna give me a hard time about, but you know what? Naruto's perfected it. He's the ace at it. He is the best, top tier. We're talking about sexy jutsu, baby. Sexy jutsu. You're a perv? Get ready for a nosebleed, big dog. Don't even worry about it.
Oh my god.
All right. Carl, what are your favorite jutsus from Naruto?
Probably first off, my favorite would probably have to be Idra's arrow, which is Sasuke's jutsu that he uses after he gets 6 pass power against Naruto. Crazy jutsu. And then my number 2 would probably be Edo Tensei reanimation. That
Love it.
it's wrong, but
Absolutely. For those of you that don't know, the Edo Tensei ability is when you bring a ninja back to life. But instead of them being able to use their own will, you can allow them to use their own will, or you can dictate their will.
Yeah.
All right, D?
I have many, but I think the one I really like the most is the Chidori, and seeing all the evolutions that the Chidori can actually take. And then
Purple Lightning! Kakashi Hatake!
yeah,
The purple lightning was crazy.
man, my favorite version of it is just what Sasuke did when he was fighting his brother, bro.
Oh yeah.
Man, that was
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't even think about nothing like that. I was like, you can do this? Like,
Application is.
it's a big lightning wolf. Where'd this come from?
Oh, you talking about the Kirin?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Kirin. Okay, so Kirin isn't a Chidori variation.
It's not because
No.
okay.
So what Kirin is, and what happened with Kirin was during the fight against Itachi, when Sasuke shot the fireball of the flame dragon into the sky, he was causing an elemental reaction in the air to create a thunderstorm. And basically what he did, because he has a chain and chakra nature with lightning, is he called upon the lightning and pretty much made lightning breaking down at the speed that
Gotcha. Okay. I see the difference now, but I still like the Chidori though.
For sure. But Kirin is that's
That sound is iconic.
different
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
That's a whole different level of jutsu.
And then I know it's technically not a jutsu, but I'm gonna use it anyway. And we're gonna go with Rock Lee's fifth breathing Hennessy. Man, I don't care what nobody say. That was like one of the most iconic fights in the show for me, man.
Dude, that's some like Jack Sparrow fighting. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. Junk Rock is cool.
I'm not gonna lie. I went back and rewatched that episode with the Kimimaro and Rock Lee fight when he's all drunk because he's drinking Tsunade's liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't realize they revealed Kaguya's name back then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know
was
that.
our first look at Otsutsuki clan.
Yeah, that was totally lost on me. The first time we watched it, I didn't even But then again, we didn't know about Otsutsuki back then.
I was just about to say we don't learn anything about Otsutsuki until the end of Shippuden. So it makes sense that people wouldn't connect that.
Well, technically, throughout the show, they still mentioned the Otsutsuki, but it wasn't like heavily mentioned. So like, yeah, he mentioned it first, and then you hear it. I can't remember exactly when in Shippuden. I think it's when he was fighting against the Akatsuki. Somebody actually mentions the Otsutsuki again, and then you get more stories about it towards the end. About the Otsutsuki towards the end.
But Carl and I have always talked about the ending of Naruto Shippuden and had a major beef with it because we didn't like the fact that they brought aliens into the ninja world. But to me, it seems like less of an axe pull now that I went and rewatched, and I'm like, oh. So they did
I actually have some background information about that I didn't know.
Please, better.
What ended up happening was the studio that was animating Naruto at the time. Kishimoto wanted to finish the manga or the story with Madara. But the studio was like, we're making too much money. We need to keep putting out more of the story. Hence, that's how Kaguya was created.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're making too much money. We can't stop now.
Last night. Yeah. Found that out last night, actually.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Makes sense, though.
Got it. So I can have respect for Kishimoto again. Like Kishimoto didn't mess up the story.
So it wasn't Kishimoto. Okay. It wasn't Kishimoto. Which is something I didn't know.
Well, I'm glad because that was really messing me up for a long time. I was like, man, Kishimoto, like I have so much respect for you, but you ruined the story with Kaguya, bro. No. So that was hard to watch. But all right, moving on to second talking point.
Number one.
What? What?
Number one talking point. That
no.
was just an anime question.
Oh, I apologize. That was you're right. That was just. See, I get so wrapped up. I'm like, no. All right. So, first talking point. We're gonna revisit Daima. So, we all three had opinions about Daima before starting. So, I'd like to go around. Each of us give our opinion on what we felt about hearing about Daima, and then after watching it. Expectations versus reality.
First, with Daima, originally, I hadn't planned to pay much attention. I planned to obviously give it a watch because of the story on his last work. It's the last project to be known that he worked on. So after his passing, may he rest in peace. I wanted to give it a watch, take it in, but not really have high expectations. I think the anime is 6 or 7 episodes right now. I've seen 5, and it's honestly giving me classic Dragon Ball feelings. It's going back to what made Dragon Ball, the adventure, the story, new characters. I'm
gonna struggle again.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's been good.
8.
Let me see. From when I first looked at the trailer and was first hearing about it, I didn't quite know what to expect until I actually, again, rewatched the trailer and looked at it. And I thought like it was the story sounded good, or the idea of it sounded good to me. So I really wanted to. I was kind of hesitant. Let me say that. Let me be real. I was hesitant on actually watching it because seeing the trailer for Super, got excited. I could not get into Super. After like Tournament of Power, I watched Tournament of Power. I watched like the first 2 arcs of Super, and then like I fell off because I couldn't get into it. Watched Tournament of Power, thoroughly enjoyed Tournament of Power. And then after that, I fell off again. I was like, I can't do this. Watched the first 6 episodes.
I was just gonna mention.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just gonna say, I think you'll be able to dive back into Super whenever the second season comes out.
Okay.
I believe it's projected to come out next year on the 10-year anniversary of Dragon Ball Super.
Okay.
Because it originally came out in 2015. But the two.
Oh my God! Has it been 10 years already?
The first arc that's going to be animated within the new season is going to be the Moro arc. So, brother, when I tell you the moral arc is not going to disappoint. Vegeta gets fed. Goku gets fed. You get to see all the characters on Earth showing out. You get to see androids make it. Oh, spoiler alert! Sorry for the fans, for the viewers. Spoiler alert! But you get to see the androids make a comeback. Not just Tournament of Power. You get to see them fight again. They become useful. You really get to see a showing of the Earthlings and them fight, kind of similar to how Resurrection F was, in the beginning, where you were able to see, the different fighters of Earth fight and things of that nature. So I think you'll enjoy this season too. But continue, please.
So like I say, I was hesitant because to me Super was, I don't want to say like a disappointment or a letdown, but I couldn't get into it. So watched the first 6 episodes of Daima and I was hooked. Like seeing how the power system of the demon realm works and knowing that there are now different versions of ki and it's interesting, and it's going to be interesting to see what type of new fusions may come out of this, or what's going to be made canon in the whole Dragon Ball verse.
If they do a little Gogeta fusion and it's canon, I'm gonna literally be the first one to be like, cool, little Gogeta or Gotenks.
It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see if Goku.
Yes.
It's gonna be interesting to see if Goku and them dive into like the mystic side of ki, magic side of ki.
Yeah, that'll be cool.
Goku finds a way to tap into some sort of mystic form.
I mean, but we already got Mystic Gohan.
Almost
so,
like
okay, still, I understand. But what if Goku? What if Goku's untapped potential? And he's a kid again.
No, but the thing about it is, y'all got to think about it though too. Goku's holding back right now. Just because they turned him into a kid doesn't mean they reverted his power. They just turned him into kids.
Well, he can't because his body can't sustain it.
How you know? They didn't say anything about that. All he kept saying was that he couldn't get used to the length of his legs now because he's been used to being an adult and fighting.
Right. Go ahead, Tyler.
So I just want to say that even in GT, which is not canon, but when Goku was converted to his younger self, he was weaker.
Yes.
He was weaker than he was as an adult. Now, granted, GT isn't canon, so it's not, a universal standard to go by. Mm-hmm. However, I believe that they showed with it wasn't just the size of their body, it was also their manipulation of ki grew weaker because they reverted in age. So they're having to relearn how to use ki, because when they were that age, like Goku had a limited understanding of it, but it was still evolving. And Vegeta, he could use ki blast, but it wasn't nearly what his understanding is as an adult of ki. Like, he wasn't sensing ki as a kid, you know what I mean?
Right.
So he's having to relearn those aspects of it because those are the basics, so that he can get his ki to function properly. There has been an SBS put out about Daima, but that's the way I believe it.
But that's what I'm saying, because like nobody has mentioned. I mean, like again, nobody has mentioned anything of that nature in the show just yet.
Right. Yeah. Just tracking Dragon Ball history. Like, don't get me wrong, they have the mind, the brain of current Goku and current Vegeta, but their bodies aren't that of the current host. So
that's the whole reason they made
that power it wouldn't make sense for their body to be able to handle that power output. Especially considering they had to train their body.
I get what you said.
To get to the point.
I get what you get.
And that makes a lot of sense when you think about the fact that neither Goten nor Trunks could go Super Saiyan 3 alone. But when they mashed their power levels together after fusing, doing the Metamoran fusion, they could then do it. Because the body then had the capacity for the ki.
I'm not sitting here saying that Goku and Vegeta are going to be going out here and turning Super Saiyan God, blue. I'm just saying that you can tell.
Hey,
that Goku
That
was
would be some
holding
stuff.
back.
Oh yeah, well, in the sense that like he knows he has power to bond, but he just isn't sure whether or not his body could keep up.
Okay. Yeah, because within the next 5 to 10 episodes, I believe we're definitely going to see Kid Goku going Super Saiyan, or at least Super Saiyan.
Oh, for sure.
I definitely think before the end of the first season, we'll definitely get to see that. For me, I think with regards to Daima, initial expectation, I was like, magic? Come on. I don't want to see Goku use magic. I'm trying to see these hands are rated E for everyone. That's all I care about. Goku's like, cool. I don't. You're pink. Your name's Manaka. Doesn't matter. You're getting the smoke. Oh, your name is Frieza. You're the Emperor of the Universe. Doesn't matter. These hands, you're getting them. So I will say that was a little bit of trepidation I had going into Daima. However, watching the first few episodes, getting a kind of feel for it, and watching the different characters and the way they maneuver within the narrative and within the plot, I will say that everybody acts like they should. And so to me, I think it's basically Dragon Ball, but if you put Piccolo as, Piccolo Jr. basically, in a young body and said, cool, go be friends with Goku. And Vegeta, go be friends with Goku. And go on an adventure. So it's basically the adventures of Dragon Ball, but with Piccolo and Vegeta. And to me, sign me up. Here's my money. Take it. You got it. Because although it's only...
my God.
Even though it's just subbed right now, and I know Carl and I have the sub/dub debate, but Christopher Sabat is the voice actor. Even though I know they're not going to use the same voice actors for the kids, I'm still I can't wait to see who they're going to pick for the kid voices in English. The one for Vegeta better be snarky. I want to see some snark. Special shout out. They have the Daima movie in theaters, or I know that it was on November 10, 11, and 12. I don't know if it's still in theaters, but they did the first 3 episodes in English dub. I don't know when they'll be released on Crunchyroll, but if you want to watch it in English dub, they have the first 3 episodes comprised in a movie. That's another thing too. I think Daima has plenty of potential for making some really good movies as well.
Yeah.
It's a whole new adventure.
Yeah.
Absolutely. With that being said, now we will move on to the second talking point. All right. So, anime ability that you would have used. It could be any anime ability in all of anime.
Yeah.
Play it on, big guy.
Yeah. So first off, this should come as no surprise. Sharingan. Without a doubt. Without question.
100%.
Without.
You're just abusing the Sharingan?
Just abuse it. Just abuse it. There's nothing I can't get. There's nothing I can't do.
So you have access to Mangekyo, the whole 9.
Oh,
so you just
good.
You just set the shit on fire with our minds for no reason.
Not necessarily. Not necessary. Only to those who deserve. But
I can see this going horribly. This man gonna get cut off on the freeway and he's, the coke car burst into flames. Cut me off, huh?
I wouldn't do that. Good. I just make him think he was sitting in traffic for 10 days.
That's
I'm not
rough,
saying
buddy.
this car on fire. I'm just gonna trap him in his car. This is his own mind.
I'm not gonna lie. That would be worse than going to hell for me. Being trapped in traffic, I would be like, cool. From the bottom of my heart, Carl, I hope you have a lifetime of traffic yourself, since you committed me to 937 hours and it only took 30 seconds.
Oh my God.
Stuck on 40.
Yomi yourself.
I'm stuck on 45. Just stuck on 45. Can't get over.
Or 59.
Tragic.
To 90. Stuck. Ain't going nowhere. My second ability that I would use, I only came up with 2. My second ability I'd use would have to be Rimuru Great Sage or Raphael. Raphael.
Absolutely useful.
Second ability that I would use. Absolutely.
Hell yeah.
It just makes sense. You know?
Absolutely. All right, D.
I'm abusing the hell out of Flash Step.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Absolutely.
Nice.
I'm going to be abusing the hell out of a Get to Potential. I'm not good.
You talking about me?
And I'm talking about final. Yes, I'm talking like.
Yeah, you trying to take the world in half. You talking about me? Set people cars on fire. You trying to end the earth? What are we talking about? That's crazy. You see how trying
to split the earth in half over here.
Like, come on, man.
I'm abusing the hell out of what's called an item box from
Nah, put it away. Put it away.
Keeping everything in there. I'm keeping everything in there.
You doing too much.
Keeping everything in there. Pocket dimension.
Item box is crazy.
And
there are a few different animes with item box. But item box is essentially what it's like. It's like a box that's in a pocket dimension, and it's a void. You can literally put any and everything, and it's always accessible.
Kind of like that little thing they have on Shangri-La Frontier, where Sunraku has that storage that he can dip into. He just says the word and then he's in there. That's ridiculous. That's busted.
Yep. What you got, Tyler?
All right, so for me, I went kind of Dragon Ball universe at first. So at first I was thinking maybe instant transmission. And then I thought, well, then the problem with that is instant transmission is limited to I have to be able to sense your energy.
Yes.
Whereas if I choose the Kai, which is used by the Supreme Kai, then cool, I'm just out here teleporting wherever I want. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I got Titan.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I would abuse the hell out of those two for sure, just because I hate sitting in traffic. And I've always wanted to just be like, cool, I'm out. Just this conversation, I'm done with it.
My only thing is, I would change that. Instead of just doing that, I'm just.
Oh, that would be so rich.
You know,
just you just and as soon as you make the piece in front of you, that's when it just Goku's instant transmission time. Bing bing. Oh man. The other one I think that I would have, the other ability I was thinking about, I'm not sure if you count it all as one ability, but I kind of said this the other day when I was picking my character that I would embody it from all of anime, and that is Shadow Monarch.
Yeah.
So for those of you who haven't heard, there's an anime called Solo Leveling. And in Solo Leveling, there's a character named Sung Jinwoo. And Sung Jinwoo is essentially becomes a deity after a horrible, tragic dungeon raid and loses his leg, is bleeding out terribly, and gets a mission, restarts his life, and proceeds to begin leveling up and increasing his abilities one by one. And then, all of a sudden, he can just, any enemy he's defeated, arise. And all of a sudden, they're a new soldier to fight for him. So, not only am I going to beat the bricks off of you, now I'm going to raise you up.
Hey, I'm sorry. Like 10 seconds of silence for the tragedy at the beginning of that anime, please.
Yes,
Just.
Ooh.
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, y'all be prepared if y'all ever go watch that. Seriously, y'all definitely be prepared if you ever dive into that.
It's. Let me tell you, if the first 2 episodes don't get you hooked in, don't watch Demon Slayer either. This first episode's gonna melt your face.
Definitely, I agree. Definitely, I agree.
I was just about to say, it's gonna have you like
complete nightmare fuel.
Yes, there's. You don't get to walk away. But those are the 2 abilities that I think I would have used most. All right.
Monarch is a good one.
There's a bunch of others.
So
those are the ones I would right off top.
Those were sick, for sure. So moving on to third talking point. Favorite anime chef that you would trust on the grill?
All right. First up, this one, I was torn. They're both a top for me. They're not ranked in any specific order, but these are the two chefs for me. It's Toriko. Toriko is a gourmet hunter who's always on the hunt for the next best flavor. Wild animals, wild vegetables, something hidden deep in the Amazon. He's always looking for the next best flavor. No, it's from an anime called Toriko. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Toriko is he can cook out in the woods, over an open fire. He can cook in a restaurant. He can do it all. And then number two is
hell yeah.
Number two is Sanji, bro. Sanji got the range. You know,
One piece for the win.
Sanji,
yes.
No matter what island, no matter what sea they're in, if there's like some type of cuisine or special food, he's all over it, bro. He's got something ready in the back of his mind at all times.
He's like that app that I feel like Sanji is the type of chef that he's literally got that app in his head that just says, "Oh, I have all these ingredients. This is what I can make."
No, literally, and when it comes to this thing, he's like, "This is what I'm."
He's like, "I'm with it." Who wants treats?
This is what I'm making today.
100%. Who wants seeking steak? Like, get out of here.
Steak? Come on, man. How could you say no?
Yeah, exactly. D.
Okay. Give me one moment. I got him. I just thought of another one. Just wanted to make sure I pulled up his name and stuff. All right. So first and foremost, I have Makoto from Campfire Cooking in Another World. One of my absurd skills. This man here is a phenomenal cook. I can't remember if they said he was a cook in the real world before he got isekai, summoned over. But
he's already in there like somewhere.
Bro, he has like ridiculous knowledge of food and a huge foodie. And it just makes you want to eat whatever he's cooking. Like if you look at the show, it's kind of like Food Wars. It's kind of like watching Food Wars. You like, I want to try it. Like, give me both.
I don't know if I can watch this and not be snacking.
Exactly.
No, I'm saying, bro.
Speaking of Food Wars, I'm going with Ikumi Moto, aka Meat. We talking about the grill. This woman here knows everything about meat, barbecue, from barbecue on to Japanese cooking of just meat. She's going to know how to be a pitmaster. I'm sorry, like
I'm taking her to the 2025 barbecue cook-off.
Man, what the only thing that's gonna make her better is she comes to America and learn how to like smoke some brisket from Austin, Texas. Like,
come on, golly.
Come on.
I think that's the only thing that'll probably make her better.
Absolutely.
My third chef is his name is Senchi from Delicious in Dungeon. What is it? Was it the Delicious in Dungeon.
I don't think I've seen that.
Man, it's like a adventurers type anime, like pretty much like the isekai world. Mm-hmm. But like this is their normal life. It's not isekai, nothing like it. But for them, it's their normal life. And like, all the adventurers go down to dungeons. They go loot and everything else. But it's this specific group of people who go down there and eat everything they kill in the dungeon. So all the monsters they cooking them up. And Senshi knows how to make like actual dishes from these monsters.
Wow,
that's crazy.
That's different. That's what's up. What's it called?
Delicious in Dungeon.
I'm gonna check that out. Yeah.
It's
Delicious in Dungeon.
It's on Netflix. I think I think it's 2 seasons or just 1 season. I believe it's 1.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, so then my chefs.
All right. So for me, number 1 draft pick all day, every day. Sanji Vinsmoke, post time skip. Post time skip.
Yeah.
The reason I say specifically post time skip is after he does his training with I can't remember the individual's name, but they're a member of the Revolutionary Army. Ivankov. So after training on Ivankov's island, he learns all these recipes for like making dishes that'll actually make you feel better and heal you and stuff. Like what? Come on. Yeah, come on. Your food's already delicious and now to heal me? Come on. Come on. You're my private chef, big guy. Come on. The other one for me, and that's from One Piece, by the way. For those of you also that don't know, Charmy from Black Clover.
I was just about to
Charmy.
say Charmy is runner-up for me. Yeah.
I was gonna say, because Charmy can have a whole staff, just have 18 big old sheeps, lambs, whatever they are, just grilling it up. And these chefs are working overtime. Like, she's constantly got them busy. Like, lady can eat.
She really
knows she's eating good food. And everybody absolutely. And everybody in the Black Bull household is eating good.
Facts.
Hellaciously good. Like, nobody's complaining over that food. Not one person's been like, no, Charmy, I don't want to eat your food. No, you're eating.
I'm talking about even y'all be quiet when they eat.
And then all this food you're eating, it's replacing your mana.
Yeah.
They're not wasting any of mine. Don't worry about it. 100%. Food that heals, food that restores my mana, sign me up, getting buffed. getting buffs from eating your food, and I'm just eating all this delicious yumminess. Not a problem. Say
I
less.
see. We was breaking it down like that, and that's what Makoto does too. He gets all his food that he cooks from another world, aka where we are now. Oh, I'm sorry. His skill is called online delivery.
Online delivery.
Yeah, so all his food, everything he orders online from his skill comes from our world into the Isekai world, and it gives everything a buff. Different types of foods give different types of buffs.
What?
All right. Busted.
Okay.
That's my fault.
Just,
I
all right,
mentioned all that earlier, but yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna make this dish. It gives you 35 strength, 20 intelligence, 40 plus perception. Like, get out of here.
Nah, that's crazy.
Ridiculous.
I'm definitely gonna watch that.
It's kind of like a feel good anime too. Like, not gonna lie to y'all.
I gotta see that.
Hell yeah.
I gotta see that next.
It's good. It's good. Y'all should definitely check it out.
Absolutely. All right. Now this one is a long overdue debate. Haki versus devil fruits. What is truly the top tier power system in One Piece? Haki or devil fruits? Carl, start us off, please.
To all of my One Piece watchers, I'm sorry. There's only one real answer, and it's Haki. It's Haki. Listen, the devil fruits, they're a bunch of unique abilities, especially the zone types, the Logia types. Very strong abilities. But they're all countered by what? Haki. The strongest people in the verse all have what? The strongest Haki. Like, no matter how you try to put it, yes, the devil fruit plays a part. And like, take Kaido for example. Kaido is the king of beasts, not just because he can turn into a dragon, but because he can also use advanced powers.
Absolutely.
But Roger's
not too.
Roger because he had the best Haki. He had the strongest Haki.
Absolutely.
Haki is the younger. I don't think either power system is that well. I think there's still a lot that could be discussed, talked about, explained. But Haki right now to me is the better power system. It's the stronger power system.
Absolutely. D?
I mean, I don't disagree, but I still feel like it just really depends on which devil fruit you end up having. Like, again, mentioning Kaido, like, yeah, we understand that he is, has great skill over his Haki and everything else, but he was already kind of impenetrable by himself, and then him having that devil fruit did nothing but advance that tenfold.
That's true.
Okay.
So but him being able to use Haki at the rate and skill level that he can, you're right. It did further it. It definitely furthered him. But like I say, it really just depends on which devil fruit you have. Now, again, like I said, I can't disagree because Haki definitely does back up everything that they do. Because even when they're not in, like Kaido, his beast form, he's definitely using Haki. He's definitely imbuing his weapon with Haki or doing something.
Absolutely.
Other characters are definitely using Haki vision and everything else to advance them or help them out with whatever. So like I said, I can't disagree, but I do feel as far as some devil fruit uses, it just really depends on which devil fruit you have.
Another stipulation that I don't think is brought up in that conversation a lot, since we're talking about Kaido, is the race of the character.
Yeah.
Like, what also makes Kaido as dangerous as he was is that he's an ogre. Kaido's not necessarily human. So he's an ogre with a dragon zone type devil fruit and advanced Sakura's Haki.
Ridiculous.
That's pretty ridiculous. That's pretty busted. So, for me, it's not even a contest. It's Haki all day. And I have several examples to prove why. So, first example, right off the bat. Very, if not powerful, we'll say adept at using his devil fruit ability, Admiral Green Bull.
Okay.
Yes. Admiral Green Bull at the end of Wano is trying to assert his authority over the people in Wano, begins using his ability, and Shanks was just in the vicinity of the island. Not even on the island, just in the vicinity. Felt what was going on and said, no sir, not gonna happen. Wi-Fi Haki, go.
Yeah.
And proceeds to web sling his Haki over to Green Bull and condense him and say, nah, you just go back to being human, big dog. Like, with the utmost respect, your devil fruit is trash. Go pack it up. You shouldn't even be an admiral. Go home. Second example, I would say, of Haki overpowering a devil fruit or Haki being used to overcome that, I would say another prime example would have to be that, Carl, remind me if I'm wrong, but any devil fruit users on the Red Hair crew?
No.
Chase's crew?
No, right?
No.
Okay, so almost everybody on Kaido's crew is rocking the devil fruit.
Absolutely. And they all rock his own types.
And Shanks still stopped that man before the Marineford War. Now, we don't really have a whole lot of details on that battle, but if a man without devil fruit can stop you in your tracks and make you, I don't want you to get the fuck up in there, no, please. Yeah, like Big Daddy Shanks coming to get that ass.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Like, Shanks doesn't play no games. He's like, listen, I'll pull your card. I don't care. I'm
not for real.
Like, I'm just out here being a pirate. I feel like Shanks is a pirate the same way Saitama is a hero. Yeah. Out here doing this for fun, dude. Exactly. And so for that reason, I think that just overall enhances his Haki even more because he's like, I'm just that guy, pal.
Yeah.
Like, you think you're about it? You want to come find out? Because, I mean, I'm pretty dangerous myself, but have you seen the rest of my guys who can all use Haki?
That's the crazy part. I know we haven't a lot of his crew can do that, but like every member of his crew has looked at Admiral in their face and be like, "You want this over what?" Because like we can go, we can do it. You don't have to see things. You can see me. Like, what's up?
You gotta go through me to get to the red hair anyway. So what it do?
And then even beyond that, you mentioned bringing up like the different races of the different characters of One Piece. One of the things that stands out to me is Zoro using Conqueror's Haki beat King. And
King is
what's their
Lunarian.
name? Lunarian. So Lunarians are tough as hell to beat, and King was a tough as hell Lunarian. Like he's not. That's not a faint of heart Lunarian. Like that is a bad man.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
through the use of just hockey and swordsmanship, Zoro walked him. And King had a devil fruit ability and was a Lunarian and still got walked. Now, was it a brutal one-sided? No, absolutely not. But he had hockey. Yeah, you just mentioned it. He had hockey use as well, and was overpowered by somebody who only had hockey. For that reason, I gotta say hockey takes the win. And one additional side note, honorable mention: my man Garp pulling up to Blackbeard's Island with and just delete, just done, just cool. This whole island obliterated, confetti now. We're gonna destroy it in blocks.
Like I've read the manga, I've seen the panel already, but watching that episode was different.
Tell me,
It was different. It was different. Even Kobe's honesty in that. Oh.
yes, I was like,
That's it.
finally getting to see Kobe have a come up.
Oh, bro, I was like,
Again, another example. Hockey overcoming the devil fruit. And then Garp with, his whole stuff being punctured from Aokiji is still like, cool, you ready? Because I'm gearing up for my second shot. Right? And that isn't to say that other characters with devil fruits don't have similar levels of durability and that they can't perform up to that level, but it's just we haven't seen a devil fruit user bust out anything like a Galaxy Impact. I mean, the closest I feel like we've come to that.
Yeah.
The closest I feel like we've come to. Sorry, not to keep cutting you off. So I feel like the closest we've come to that was when you see during the Wano arc, they provide a flashback and you see Roger fighting Whitebeard. And when there's two swords or Whitebeard's spear thing, and then you have Roger's sword and they're about to clash, you just see the Conqueror's Haki like, who's gonna get it? Who's gonna get it? Like, that was peak. That was too powerful.
No, it
The
was,
blade,
yes.
it was such a force in
Like
between
magnets.
both of them.
Like, oh my gosh.
I, you know what though? I still don't believe that the Monkey D family are pure humans.
Okay, so what race are they, D?
I think they derive from Sun Wukong or something. I don't know. It's something different about them. Cause they are. I'm serious. Like we see some strong humans in the show, but it's something about the Monkey D family that gotta be a different breed.
The proof is in garbage. I agree with that. Ain't no telling
How
what
crazy.
great-granddad can do.
Oh, Kong?
Yeah, ain't no telling what great granddad can do. He's still
What's
like
it called?
head of that.
Nah. And the fact that he's still head of the Navy must mean that he's stronger than Garp. So he must be on demon time.
On demon time.
They not pure human. I'm telling you.
I don't know, man. So, well, that also might bring up the argument of this. Do you think that it's possible? I don't know if there's been anything to confirm or specifically deny it, but do you think that there's a possibility that the D clan could be descendants of Joy Boy? Because to me, I feel like that would trip Garp up. Like, oh, I'm descended from the #1 pirate. Like, oh man, like I'm supposed to be the hero of the Navy. I'm supposed to be the hero of the Navy. My family legacy is pirating. Oh,
It's hard to say because the D clan, it isn't specified whether it's an actual family line. It's only said so much as the will of people. The people who bear this name will change the world or have some effect on the world. They would
But where
go
did the D
against
originally
natural
come
order
from?
or the existing order.
but where did the D originally come from? That's what I have to know.
That's a good question. I would like to know too. I can't wait till they dive deeper into the lore of that century.
If you know what, I want to say this. And
Oh,
I know y'all gonna hate me if I say this, but I'm about to say it anyway. because I'm just sitting here randomly spinning thoughts.
Hate.
If if Kong ends up looking anything like Donkey Kong, I will personally fly to Japan and go shake Oda's hand and buy him whatever food he wants. And shit.
Hey, just watch his ability be like on some Donkey Kong Super Smash stuff. And then what is it? Up B and you just do the spinning fist.
Oh my god.
Empowering up is the same thing as Monkey D. Luffy just sitting there just barrels come out of nowhere.
Oh man. I'm not gonna lie, if we ever do get to meet Kong, I think it'd be cool to see a Luffy versus Kong fight.
Oh, you know what's gonna happen.
I think it is gonna happen because he didn't fight.
But yeah, but Kong still hasn't been revealed. That's like, I don't know.
No, I'm just saying if they do essentially ever meet, if they do introduce him, they essentially meet, it's going to happen.
Well, I say this because think about it like this: you're entering into the end of and every character here on is about to be stupid busted. Like Garland is stepping into the ring, and we all know Garland is like we don't know what his actual but Garland was there and got belly, and he walked out unscathed. Like Garland is one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I think. I agree. If Kong does get introduced, and I definitely don't see a way that Luffy continues on his path and becomes Pirate King and doesn't meet Kong. But if he does meet Kong, I definitely agree a fight is probably going to take place. Like, that's his great grandson. You want to be king? You got to show me what you got. Tell me what I see it. You carry my name.
So now, moving on to probably one of the best, I would say, talking points of the night, and that is favorite female anime character or favorite anime heroine. Carl, you want to start us off?
I'll go first. First, I'm gonna show love to Naruto. That's my favorite anime. For y'all that didn't know, it's my favorite, near and dear to my heart. Hinata Hyuga, man. Watching Hinata's story from OG Naruto to Shippuden to Naruto the Last, which is the movie that ended the Shippuden series. Her growth was crazy, insane. She's like definitely a character that makes you like root for her, you get behind her. It was, love me some Hinata, man.
Absolutely.
And then my personal favorite is Yoruichi Shihoe, man, from Bleach. That's, ooh. Thank you, Mr. Kubo, for your appreciation. We didn't disturb you cooking on that one, but you did. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Bleach did justice in animation.
Yes,
for sure. Respect.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
All right, D. Sorry, bringing you back to Earth.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Mentioned waifu number 3. Anyway. Anyway. I got Mario Leona from Black Clover.
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
I mean, what more can be said about this female Superman of this verse?
Okay, you're talking about Fuegoleon's sister, right?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm on screen. Bro.
I mean, she takes baths in a lava pit.
You can have all that.
She takes baths in a lava pit. That's ridiculous. I don't know parts. I feel like she'll break my spine.
Forget that. I wouldn't be able to talk. With all due respect, I'm nothing but cranky old man. I don't need somebody that cantankerous around me. I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't. There's not enough headache medication in the world for me to deal with that. That's just like Austin's little old lady. Like what is her name? The water user. I can't think of her name.
Noel.
Let me tell you, the first time Noel come over here talking about, the first time Noel would come over talking that smack about, I don't even care. I don't even care that you did it. Listen, lady, I'm trying to be the strongest. I'm not here for anything you're trying to say. And then Mary Leona trying to talk to me. Hey, listen, I get it. You're beefy. Your man is strong as hell. I don't care. I will negate it. I have a magic sword. Leave me alone.
I just don't want her grabbing me by the head and with the flame hand and walking out.
Yeah, she was doing the muscle pack. She was doing the muscle. So disrespectful. So disrespectful.
And then to do it to Yami, to do it to the Black Bolt's captain, like.
Yami was definitely ready to fight after that one too. I remember that. That was hilarious. But yeah, no, that's disrespectful. I mean, and she's just all around powerful. Point blank, period, man.
Absolutely.
Powerhouse, bro.
Her monotone alone scares me.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
I can't wait to see her and Poigolion go into the final fight.
Oh man, it's gonna be something.
But you were saying, D?
Continue before I get into that. Yeah, because no, literally,
it's gonna be something spectacular to watch, man. My second one comes from Kaiju number 8, man. We are talking about the captain of the defense force of the 3rd division defense force.
Okay.
Crap, I can't remember. I hate forgetting people's names, but I'm glad I got the source material to go through right quick. Hold on, let me find a page. Mina Ashiro. Mina Ashiro. And again,
when I heard her name, it made me think of Mina Ashido from My Hero Academia.
Yeah, it did. That tripped me up too. But
I was like, Mina Ashido? Go ahead.
Yeah, but Miss Mina here is like one of the strongest in the defense force as of right now that I know of, other than the I want to say he's a brigadier general. I can't remember what his actual rank is. You haven't watched the show yet, have you? You need to. You're restarting.
We're playing catch up on Kaiju number 8, okay?
Yeah. Okay. But anyway,
I don't think I've met the character you talk about.
But can't remember I know he's like a general or something like that, but he's like, he's ridiculous and strong too. But we're not talking about him. We're here to talk about the ladies. So Mina is like one of the strongest in the defense force, man, and the power output she puts is ridiculous. Like you say you watched like the first 3 episodes at least, so you've seen what she can do with a sniper rifle, and that's one of the weapons that she can use.
Yeah,
that she can output her power.
She's a monster, 100%.
Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. You can blow a hole out your back in 600 yards. That's wild.
Crazy.
And we talking about blowing a hole out of Godzilla's back.
No, put it away.
Tragic. Deleted.
So that's why that's the 2 I'm going with.
All right. So for me, now I just want to hit the pause button real quick and say this is not intimate. This is solely based on just the vibes. Mm-hmm. Okay. I just want to make that very clear before starting. Mm-hmm. My first pick, favorite anime character, female anime character / female heroine, Ochako Uraraka from My Hero Academia.
She's a sweetheart.
To me, the reason I say that is she is so even-keeled. She deals with her own stuff at the same time as supporting her fellow classmates. Really cares about heroes themselves and making sure that they're okay and that they're taken care of as well. I think that's an aspect that most people don't consider when reading comics or watching things about heroes, because it does, all that responsibility is going to eventually get to you, and having somebody that cares about you and is willing to step up for you and put their neck out there. Specifically in season 6, episode 137, Ochako flies up to the top of the UA building and proceeds to use a megaphone to calm down this crowd and gets them to accept Deku back into the UA compound. where they're housing everyone, keeping everybody safe from the League of Villains or All for One and Tomono Shigaraki. The second one, now this one, you could almost say is of an intimate nature because this woman is finer than frog hair, and that is the one and only Nico Robin. Good Lord Almighty in heaven above. Let me tell you, Miss All Sunday, you are one classy lady. I'm talking about, you're just out here popping necks. Like, you're not even, you thought you were going to be in a fight? No, you're fighting yourself. I got an arm popping out your back. Deleted. Done. Oh, if that wasn't enough, post time skip, I'm just making whole big bodies. I'm turning myself into a demon. I'm out here flying with demon wings. Like, get out of here. Not even. And then, as far as overall vibes, when like Robin had already joined the crew, but really in Water 7, when she, told Luffy, like, I want to be with you guys. Like, I really, like, I care about my life. And declaring that and just the bonding that was going on with the crew at that point in time during the Water 7 arc was really next level stuff to see, because you really, like, at that point in the series, you'd already kind of gotten familiar with the crew, gotten to love them and everything else, gotten attached to Robin. And then for her to openly admit, like, yeah, I want it. Like, I do genuinely care. Like, I do want to be with you guys. And the whole crew was like, cool, say less. World government, bing bong, shooting down your flag. You got an elephant sword? Oh, you got an elephant sword, lieutenant, captain, spandom? Doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm Luffy. Yeah. I'm gonna be king of the pirates one day. I'm coming to get my friend. Deal with it. But Nico, absolutely. And the other thing I like about Robin is just when she's being morbid, it says really morbid comments, and the rest of the crew's like, oh, why are you like that? I'm like, I'd be that guy. I'd be that guy. I'm like,
y'all see how she switches up when she's with Chopper though? And she's like, because I guess
she's super sweet to Chopper.
Yeah, she's like, I can't ruin you. You're not old enough yet.
Nah, she messes with Usopp all the time.
She be messing with that bad head. That man don't be knowing what to think.
Usopp's too scary though. He needs to man up.
Her best friend is Brooke, bro. Y'all know that. Like her and Brooke is hilarious around each other, bro.
Yes, because they'll sit there and just vibe back and forth, telling their little back and forth jokes.
Morbid jokes, and Brooke just be like, if she said something about death, and like, oh, I'm already dead.
Or something about not having skin. That every time he makes a comment about his body, and then he does the silly laugh, but then somebody else makes a comment about Brooke's body, and he's just like, "What you say to that? That's so mean." Also, special note for those of you that watch the dub: the same voice actor who voices Whis in Dragon Ball Super is also the voice for Brooke in One Piece in the English dub.
That's dope.
I gotta say, like I said, Carl, thank you again. I'll say it for the whole world to hear. Thank you again for getting me to watch One Piece. It was so worth it.
Hey, man, I'm just glad you watched it.
So worth it.
I'm just glad you watched it.
Oh, I love it.
Hey, I just want y'all to know. Just want y'all to know this.
What's that?
If you ever too far away from your, if Nico Robin was your boo and y'all was ever too far away, she can still help you out there.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
She can still help you out there. That's I can't imagine that, bro. Just maybe I'm on the way home.
Okay.
And then you just hear it talking something.
I don't think there's enough dexterity control. I mean, she's out here breaking necks with that arm. I mean, listen, with all due respect and as PG as we can be, I need my little friend. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to.
No, trust me, she got control enough with that. She got control enough with that. Trust me. She's like, remember, she caught Luffy from falling and rolled him down to the ground. She got enough control.
Yeah, but I don't. And I seen her break next to that arm. I don't know if I'm letting her touch that arm.
You ain't got no choice. You ain't got no choice.
Well, depending on how powerful. Well, wait, hold on. But that goes back to the Haki versus Devil Fruit, because we've seen Conqueror's Haki negate Devil Fruit abilities.
Hey, you're human. You have no choice.
Hold on now. Hold on. You can't.
You have no choice.
You can't bring Nico Robin here and not enable Haki. You can't put that modifier on, T. All right.
Yep, I'm just letting it happen. That's all I got to say.
With that, we're going to wrap up with the anime we're going to recommend for the week, as well as one more time reminding you guys about the question that we had at the beginning of the pod. So, anime we're recommending for the week, as you can see by this fancy pants All Might shirt.
Yeah.
Izuku Midoriya, it is I, All Might, here to eat lunch with you. No, we are recommending My Hero Academia. The main character of My Hero Academia is Izuku Midoriya. He's born without a quirk. Quirks are abilities similar to what you would see in X-Men as mutant abilities. They begin calling them in this verse when abilities started showing up. They called them metahuman abilities. The basic premise of the show is Izuku Midoriya was born without a quirk. He finds out that his idol, All Might, has a quirk that can be passed down. And All Might finds him worthy and decides to pass it on to him. And so the story is him learning to use the quirk, as well as getting to know his classmates, finding out their dreams and aspirations. And as a class, all of these kids growing and coming into their own with their abilities, as well as their character development and the backgrounds they've had to face. And by the way, the mangaka for My Hero Academia is Kohei Horikoshi. And Horikoshi is a truly phenomenal mangaka for two specific reasons. Even though I have my beef with the way the series ended, I think that as a mangaka, if something is hard for you to draw and you make that your entire contention for your villain, he had a problem drawing hands, specifically fingers, digits, things of that nature, and then proceeded to make a villain who wears hands. Like, you got it, because I would never put that on myself. Something that's difficult for me, I'm gonna sign up for extra? No. But Horikoshi was like, I got you guys. Don't worry about it. This is gonna be next level. And it came out beautifully. The manga was wonderful. The animation in the show was really good. I appreciated all of it. Fight scenes galore. You're not gonna be disappointed. It's also not like some other animes where you have the person just immediately become OP. To me, sometimes I like a little bit of a refresher. I like a journey, not just immediately stomping everybody out. And you really get to see Deku start from nothing and getting to the absolute pinnacle. Because, I mean, tell me if I'm wrong, but if it was a 1v1 Endeavor versus Deku, that's a wash. Deku's running that fade because there's nothing that Endeavor has to compete with Deku's quirks. I mean, there's not. I mean, Prominence Burn. What is it? Fire Fit. None of that is doing anything to Deku. He's just gonna be like, cool, smoke screen, bro. Don't worry about it. Gear shift. You're at 0. You can't even move right now. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, punch off your head. You're done. You're deleted. With that being said, My Hero Academia is 7 seasons long. There's approximately 4 or 5 movies. Really, really good content from the show, as well as the manga. They also are heavily influenced by Star Wars. So if you'll notice throughout reading the manga or through watching the anime, you'll find different locations within that verse with Star Wars titles, specifically Dagobah Park or Tatooine Beach.
That's crazy. I never put that together.
Yeah.
That's why, all for one, when you first see him, that's why he has the mask. It's supposed to be Darth Vader.
Wow.
Yep.
Dope though.
Yep.
Dope.
Absolutely. And with that, we're going to touch one more time. Absolutely. With that, we're going to touch one more time on the question, just for all of you to please like, comment, subscribe, and please comment down below what your favorite jutsu from Naruto is. Please let us know. You like the Chidori, you like the Flying Raijin, or sexy jutsu? Whatever you want, let us know. Please tell us what your favorite jutsu is. And with that, this is the Brother San Anime Podcast signing off.
Brother San.
Brother San.